Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Rivera. I'm Matthew Renato. I'll be interviewing you for the position of UAS flight instructor. So first question here to start out, just give me a little bit about yourself. Describe yourself to me.
Okay, sir. So I'm recently exiting the military after 14 years of active duty service. With that comes some learned personality traits. I do like to be very aggressive in my workplace, whether by myself or with my team, and what I mean by that is being very proactive. I like to know exactly what's going on and get it done as quickly as possible to be as successful as possible in whatever position or duties that I'm fulfilling. I do like to work as part of a team. I am also completely comfortable working by myself autonomously with whatever that needs to be done throughout the company. I'm completely okay with fulfilling multiple roles or multiple duties. I'm extremely used to that coming from the military. All around just a great team player. I like to come to work, do a great job, and go home feeling successful.
Okay, so what can you offer us that you'd say someone else can't offer?
Like I mentioned, sir, I've been in this field for going on 14 plus years now. I have built a wealth of knowledge and a wealth of working experience flying drones, instructing personnel to fly drones. I've been through 4 separate combat deployments, have over 1,000 flight hours, and I do believe that is well above the mark as far as the requirements go for this position, as well as your everyday average candidate I would be applying for this job.
Okay, so why do you want to leave the Army?
So unfortunately my time in the Army is coming to an end, and I'm looking to further serve my country, continuing within my subject matter expertise field that I'm currently serving in, and instructing young service members and civilians alike to do the job that I have been doing now for a very long time.
Are you still willing to travel?
I actually love traveling. TDY was one of my favorite parts of being in the service, going to new places, meeting new people, encountering different problem sets, and achieving success throughout those years.
Okay, would you be willing to work holidays and weekends?
Yes, I am quite used to that as well. As you can tell, the Army is always going and doing things. So I have no problems working weekends and working through holidays. I'm sure there will be a way to balance it all out in the long run.
That's good. What would you say motivates Ron Rivera?
I like to think I'm motivated by success. I do have a family. I have a wife and 2 children. I come from a very rough childhood and a broken home, so I have valued success in my time in the Army. And I've been very successful throughout my career due to it. I am constantly pushing myself to achieve bigger and better results on whatever projects that I'm given, and up to this point I have never failed. That is what motivates me to get up and to continue to be successful and be a pillar as far as in my working community as well as for my family.
That's good. What would you say your career goals are then?
Currently exiting the military, I am looking at becoming an instructor to continue that service in the field that I'm in. 5 years from now, I'd like to be a senior instructor and or a team lead. And 10 years from now, I would like to be a program manager in the UAS field.
Those are some good goals. I'll ask you a scenario question here. Tell me about a time when you disagreed with your boss.
Disagreed with my boss. Okay, sir. There have been numerous times that has happened throughout my military career, but most recently I would say that we were tasked by my direct commander to go and accomplish a mission set that was very detrimental to both myself and my soldiers as far as living conditions, just esprit de corps and overall morale. And after various communications, I was able to dictate not only my personal point of view, but the point of view from the soldiers and how it affected everybody, and eventually got the ability to maneuver inside of that operation the best way that supported everyone else's personal goals. So we still accomplished the mission. I was able to get the commander onto our side, even though there was a brash disagreement to begin with, and just further cemented the value of great communication, and added that to my skill set.
All right, Mr. Rivera, what questions do you have for me?
What would a typical day look like working for Pinnacle Solutions as a UAS flight instructor look like?
So a typical day would start at 6:30, come in and be instructing the soldiers and really give them that knowledge and expertise in order to train them, prepare them for the day, have a planned out time and resources for the soldiers to execute throughout the day, and typical work day ends around 16:30.
Okay, that's about in line with what I'm used to. Awesome. What would you say as far as a timeline for advancement, just going from a regular instructor to the next level? What does that look like?
Typical timeline is scheduled out. We have the instructor's handbook, and you'll get that, and we can look that over together, and you'll be able to find out all your answers there. But that's a good question.
Okay, thank you, sir. As far as working with the individuals, are those going to be just regular Army recruits or civilians, or are you guys a blended instruction base, or how does that work?
You'll see from time to time a blended instruction base, like you mentioned, mostly the junior level, less experienced. That's really what you'll be working with and instructing in order to use that expertise to bring both sides up to the level of knowledge needed for them to perform their duties.
Okay. All right. And last question. Sorry, I know I have a lot, sir. What is your favorite part about working for Pinnacle Solutions?
My favorite part about Pinnacle is the leadership here, the motivation, and the positive reward system they have set up here, really to facilitate a good morale throughout the company. It really allows people to have the freedom to express themselves through their work, and get their job done within a good manner, and they're able to really work in a positive environment.
Awesome. Well, all these sound like great qualities of a workplace environment that I would love to be in. Well, sir, thank you for your time today, and I look forward to the rest of the hiring process, and I will reach out to you personally next week to follow up on this interview. Thank you for your time, sir.
Sounds good.